Don't fall for the plan, family. Don't fall for the trick. Don't don't settle for the agenda, man. And before I go on, if you new, welcome. If you spinning the block, welcome back. And every intent, through every video, I make it my highest obligation to radiate good vibes. I make it my highest obligation to exercise positivity, even when addressing the negatives. And the reason that I wanted to say that first is because I'm not one of those who act like I don't see what's going on and afraid to say something. I'm not one of those who see what's going on and afraid to say something, regardless of the cost. And we need more people in the world like that, because if I be honest, it's fucked up. No matter how much we would like to think things is getting better, if you're not getting better, and even if you are getting better, you realize that it's only because you're not getting better, or you are getting better. Outside of you, you probably still noticing that the world outside of you is still really fucked up. And it is. Pardon my French today, but I want to speak from the space that I'm led to speak from. It's really messed up, because when I look on the news in one situation, and when I look on the internet in another situation, and regardless of what's involved or what occurred, it still ends up in a death. That lets me know that, man, we ain't getting better at all, man. We ain't getting better at all. And the more you have, the more you can hide. When I look on the news and I see that a mother of a 14-year-old and her boyfriend or a significant other is in the public in an eatery, and something takes place to where they're going back and forth in the midst of all these onlookers, and in the process of this verbal assaultage that's going on back and forth, the lady is texting her son. Long story short, when the son appeared to the eatery, he got a gun. By this time, the male, the boyfriend, has went to put hands on the lady. In response, the 14-year-old son shoots the boyfriend. One scenario. In another scenario, we got a toxic baby mama, a toxic couple, and a toxic baby daddy. Emphasizing baby. There's a baby involved. So, what I find from my observation of listening to this incident, they're going through it back and forth, different days, different occasions, on the internet, on the YouTube, on the Instagram, or the gram, whatever y'all call it. But it's a child involved. Till eventually, the young lady ends up to the baby's father's motel room after this has took place for days. And eventually, after breaking the through windows and other people's room that's occupying other rooms, And eventually, when she finds out what room that her baby's father is in, tear that up to the point that it gets his attention enough to come out. She's getting him to come out, and when he comes out, she shoots him. My point is, family, it's senseless. We got to keep our hands off people's children, man. Male and female. We got to keep our hands off people's children. But in order to keep our hands off people's children, we're going to have to be able to exercise self-control, man. We have no discipline. We really, some of us are still really in our animalistic natures, man. That is driving us to the point of killing one another and removing ourselves from our families, from our children, from our loved ones. It's a sick cycle, man. And it gotta stop at some point. I'm familiar with that cycle, you know. I was a product of it. I had to break that. I had to break that cycle. I had to break that generational curse, if you want to put it on that. But whatever you want to put it on, we ain't got no excuse, man, not to be getting better. We don't have no excuse. It's a life, salute to my lifelong learners, man, because we ain't taking no L's. Salute to my lifelong learners. And my lifelong learners in process. I salute y'all. Because everything ain't always going to be good. And everything definitely ain't going to be perfect. But we could do better than we've been doing as individuals and as a collective and as a mankind. I remember a time in my life, while growing up, having many people, as we all do. See, I'm speaking this story that I'm about to share. I'm speaking it for all of us. If you in an embodiment, what I'm sharing apply to you. Whether you remember this time or not, it's your fault. But I remember a time in my life while growing up, having many people contribute their opinions, contribute their advice, contribute their knowledge, contribute their wisdom, contribute their stupidity, contribute their foolishness. My point is, contribute their experiences while growing up. So I can become adult. We all have, right, in our life, I'm sure. As we grow through the stage to experience the experiences that we must accumulate for ourselves. It's a cycle that we all experience. Would you agree? Good, bad, and indifference. My point is, we come to know ourselves through these type of things. And some are still learning. If we didn't pay attention. But for those who did, this will resonate. I say that to say, we're seeing elders, or we've had elders who we have asked questions because we were seeking answers. And the questions that we asked the elders, for those of us who asked the questions, we came to realize that the elders didn't have the answer. They couldn't tell us. They couldn't help us. Not all, but some. And for some of us, it ignited a burning desire for us to discover these answers for ourselves, in ourselves and through ourselves. And I congratulate us who did. I say that to say this. How can you tell me how to do something if it ain't working for you? If it's not working in your life? So I made my life a living application by paying attention to my elders, by learning from their mistakes, as well as learning from their positives, their correct movements. But how can you tell me how to do something if it ain't working for you? if it's not evident in your life. So in all I express, you gotta look the part. But don't just look the part, you gotta live the part. And if you live the part, it'll be evident that you be that part. And as a part, I appear whole because I came to speak the whole truth and nothing but. See, if I hold myself accountable, it's a must that I hold you accountable too. If I hold myself accountable, it's a must that I hold everyone accountable. It's a must that you're going to have to hold yourself accountable so you can hold everyone accountable in your life, every part of it. See, I ain't here to make you feel good, and I'm definitely not here to make you feel bad, but I'm not here to make you feel good. I'm here to help you wake up about yourself. Because in all that we think we are, it's even more that we haven't even begun to know underneath the healing, underneath what needs to be healed. Let me say it like that. You know, so if we focus on our inner child, if we focus on our inner child, meaning the shadow, the unhealed shadow, you ain't got no time to be arguing with nobody else. You ain't got no time to be putting your hands on nobody else. You ain't got no time to be doing none of that foolishness, man. That's taken from life more than it's given to life. And if you're focusing on your shadow, then you're aware that the more that you do so, it's easier for you to feel good for no reason at all. Some people ain't smiled in so long, genuinely, they don't even know what it feels like to smile. They forgot the light that a smile can produce in the inner being. And if you think I'm lying, challenge yourself to smile for 1 minute and watch what it do for you. I ain't gotta tell you. Drop me a comment. Family, if you conquer your trials and tribulations to come into a better place, to be in a better space in your life by becoming the best version of yourself, I applaud you. Because I know what you've been through. I know what you've been through to get there, even if I don't know you personally. And I don't have to. I say that to say, everybody not going to admire the light that you came into this universe to be. Everybody don't admire the light that you are in the universe. But if you're here, I want you to know that I do. I admire all you who not afraid to look a demon in the face and able to tell it exactly why it's a demon. Because we need more of us. But I can, I am, and I will. You hear me? Because if I ain't pushing you to be the best version of yourself, and you pushing me to be mine, then what we doing? What we talking about? Stillness in abundance, love and light, health and wholeness. Thanks for the likes, unlikes, shares. Share the message, share the message, share the message. It helped the wisdom resonate throughout the collective. I appreciate those who do. Only my haters won't. Thank you for being you and allowing me to be me. Remember, you can't swipe no card in the spirit realm, man. So you're going to have to tap in and get yourself together. Salud.